starting off with the assumption that there's a possibility that you might not be you in the sense, like what the essence of you, the life that you call as you. Assuming that that is not your body, physical body, or your mind, it can be something else. Let's take that as a possibility and let's continue the conversation. A lot, have you ever observed that whenever you get a thought, there is this someone inside of you who is talking all the time, and that someone inside of you sounds pretty much like how you are talking right now, but the same voice, you can hear it in your brain. A lot of times, say you see a girl out in the public and you get this thought, oh, she's beautiful. That sound, oh, she's beautiful, which is in the brain, it sounds like you. And it would usually, and it speaks in the language that you have, that you know. You won't get the same sentence, oh, she's beautiful, in German, if German is not your mother tongue. So the thoughts that flow in your mind are is pretty much coming from the language that you have learned. So all this mental clutter of thoughts that you tend to get on a day-to-day basis, maybe about fear, about hatred, jealousy, judging someone, anything, all of this usually are in the framework of sentences of a language that you know. There can be images too, but I'm not talking about images as thought objects, but sentences and the voice that you hear in your head. I'm talking about that. Say that you're traveling in a train and there is a couple in front of you, and say that they're speaking Finnish, which you don't even know. So maybe they want to talk about you, but they know that somehow they know that you're an Indian and you don't know Finnish. They assume it. So they want to talk about you and the way you have put your outfit on, and they want to make jokes about it. So they won't look at you, but they will talk to each other and they will laugh, just to make sure that they don't make an eye contact with you and they laugh, so that you feel insecure about it, or else you feel, oh, of course, people feel bad. We humans tend to feel bad, right? If I got to know that my friends are making fun of me, or if some strangers out in the public are talking about me and they're laughing, it hurts my ego a lot. So let's say they are nice enough to preserve your ego, but they just still want to have fun, because they're a couple, they just want to talk and joke, because gossiping is a human thing, so let them do it. So they are sitting there and they speak in Finnish, and they're looking at each other and they're talking. So you in front of them, you just know that it's a language that you don't understand. You don't even know if it's Finnish or not, but you just know they're talking and they're laughing. So you think they're having a dialogue in their own language, and it has nothing to do with you, because they haven't looked at you yet, or they haven't like pointed at you for now. So you see, in such a scenario, say that if you're reading a novel and if a couple in front of you is making fun of you and you still don't know, you would not care about it, because you will just hear it as audio signals which are getting transmitted towards you, and you don't try to decode it, because you can't decode it, because you don't have the memory fed inside of it. You don't have the memory of Finnish language fed in your system yet, in your computer. Once you get that, then you will get hurt. Your ego will get hurt right away. But since you don't know, you'll just be like, oh, okay, they're talking something. I don't care. But the same thing if they spoke in Hindi or your mother tongue, you would get offended right away. Even if they don't look at you, the same scenario, but assume that it was in a language that you understand. You would get offended right away. Maybe you would punch them if you have to, but or else you would just get angry. It will mess up your it'll mess up your mental peace, because you got judged by someone outside. But the same thing, that same set of thoughts is pretty much what is in your head too, spinning all the time. You judging someone, you judging yourself, you are this, you are that, whatever. What if there's a possibility that you could slip out of your brain? Your brain has all the memory, all the analyzing, processing power and memory with it, but you just assume that it's a possibility that you can escape your brain, you can get out of your brain. then if somebody speaks to you in a language, in a mother tongue, you will still perceive it as mere audio signals, or like audio perception, like some sort of, because any word that they say, you're not using your brain at all. You're just looking at sound for being a sound. But when you make languages out of audio sounds, audio waves, then is when your memory comes into the picture, because humans have the capacity to construct language. But if you didn't have that, then how would you feel? Think about it. How would you feel if you get slip out of your brain? It's a possibility still. I'll let you figure it out on yourself, by yourself. But if you could slip out, then think of sitting in the dining room with all your friends who are talking in the mother tongue, and they are talking or joking, whatever. But you chose to slip out of your brain for some time, and think of the experience, how it would feel like.